Okay.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, get those excited faces out in the chat. We're here and ready to start. EG versus OG, and that indeed, that's a platinum Terrorblade that ARTEEZY is sporting. And as we've seen so far on a day that ARTEEZY's been playing pretty darn well, you got to be scared of his Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is, I'm not entirely sure what, Bulba has cooked up for this major. I know historically, at least in the most recent major, a lot of people were criticizing him not letting Sumail really play Dota, just handing him Viper every single time. But hasn't been the case so far. In the first series against Complexity, he played Shadow Fiend both games against Complexity, and now he's on Leshrac. So this is a new Sumail that we have not been able to see in a while on in a major environment.
See what he can do. Sumail. OG already smoking up. They're ready to start this series with a bang, with a gang, with a kill. They're on the hunt, the three of them. Garrick, Snowtail, and Anna. Question is, do they find anyone? If they make the entrance from this angle, they may just be able to get on the high ground where EG won't expect them.
Yeah, they're waiting.
But
they're on bounty.
EG do have the three of them together.
Unless of some choice ice shards.
Or if they get Fly. Fly, he's the meme target, and they know it. They're going to lead him with the Q. Jax and Anna ready to chase him down. The tip's already coming out. Seb throws the tip out to Fly. Fly's in trouble. He's gone.
Anna just yeeted
You leave
out.
the team, you pay with your life.
Are you kidding me?
It's already begun. Fly, he was dead to them long ago, and now he's dead again.
All right, all things considered, though, EG did end up getting 3 of the bounty runes.
Oh.
So...
Fly, meanwhile,
but the emotional damage you have to think about, right?
Yeah.
That can't be quantified. I can't get any layers.
Maybe that's the problem. OG, they've got to control the emotions.
Perhaps.
They've got to control the emotions. Don't go all in on Fly. You lose out on the bounty route.
They lost against a bunch of robots. Maybe they should learn from the robots, right? OpenAI can teach us.
Remove the emotions. They're trying for a bit of a damage, a bit of a punch onto ARTEEZY. Jarrett's in with the tag team, but he's got no one to tag team with. It's a solo tag team, the saddest sort of tag teams.
Yeah, so we got a tri-lane versus a tri-lane. Crit on the Shadow Shaman. Gonna be joining his Terrorblade and the Silencer in the top lane. Meanwhile, it's Tusk and Oracle with the farming Ana. So defensive versus offensive tri-lanes. Which it's gonna take a few levels before anything really starts popping off here.
Oh.
There's no till.
Crit.
Oh,
he's gonna have
damage.
that. Woo! The shoulder bumps are real. Crit is able to get a kill back in return, 1-1 between EG and OG. He's going to look towards Jax as well. Jax will try for the TP out. He'll be able to do so successfully. There's no TP council on Crit. Taking that level 1 zap for the kill.
Yeah, Boots Shaman, 74 right-click damage. This is not a hero that you can easily trade with in a 1v1 situation. So he's able to bully out OG's supports, but Ana's been farming fine up against ARTEEZY's Terrorblade, who has not yet popped the Metamorphosis.
He's saving.
He's saving it.
He's saving it for potential. Potential to get kills. Going to see on the side. Jump forward onto Crit. Crit. He's outnumbered. Jax and Anna beaten down. ARTEEZY will not put the Metamorphosis, but EG don't have the control to allow him to hit the hero. So that's to turn back towards the creep wave. But this tri versus tri lane up in the top lane is certainly giving us what we expected. Kills happening on both halves. No tail. So still a little low. Fly is heading over, but Notel has got Jarrett's by his side, so Fly also has to be a bit careful. Does now have Crit leading in. Crit's still level 1 though, so of course no points in any sort of disable. Notel is able to walk away. How are we looking in the other lanes? Mid lane, Mr. Sumail, 15 for 4 against Thompson's 5.
Yeah, this is not an easy lane for a Pango, nor, I mean, generally there are not many easy lanes for a mid Pango. It's very, very situational. And you see Sumail is abusing Thompson. This is a healthy CS advantage.
Sumail's cruising at the moment. Thompson very low. He's getting a Sal ferried out to him. But this lane ain't going to get any more even as long as he's left as a 1v1 for quite some time. Sumail is going to keep a solid lead. Top lane, a bit of an attempt onto Fly. They'll jump forward, looking for the silencer. Jarrett's will fall low for the cause, and he'll actually end up dying. Fly, he will be able to walk away, benefiting actually from a little bit of heal after that purifying flame. So Notel still showing a little bit of love lies there beneath the drama, as he will heal Fly up a little bit.
Yeah, this is problematic for Thompson though, because he needs help in this mid lane, but the tri lane has its hands full right now. ultimately, I guess the idea is that Ana, with a Magnus accelerating his farm, is going to be able to come online soon enough that Topson can kind of take a back seat while Ana creates room for him, which OG have historically been very good at that. They're exceptionally strong team at baton passing farming roles. So oftentimes Ana will get a really good lane, but you know, he doesn't need to be the hard carry, which this game he kind of does need to be the hard carry, but PA with a Magnus can recover fairly quickly.
If they're given the space, that is EG, and if they're going to let that happen to OG, nice curse onto the three of them, meaning that OG's got to be careful how they fight. They are three heroes that do want to throw out a lot of spells. You have to be careful doing so when that curse is upon you. That duration, it all stacks up on you.
Yeah,
Take a lot of damage.
If you're cute, you can all group up next to Notel, and in theory, he may be able to purge it off. Meanwhile, mid lane, Topson.
He actually gets the stun off. One more right click, and he's got the kill. He's got the Fairy Fire too. He's able to walk away. And hey, look at that. That's going to be a rune to fill back up his bottle. Samael. 1999, of course, the year when he won his first Dota 2 LAN, I believe. I'm sure.
As a fetus?
I'm sure that's how the dates work out. But he's doing it. He's crushing it in this middle lane. That's probably where the least of the drama lies, but it doesn't look like it. Samael is just bodying Topson. 27 for 8, 13 for 0.
I mean, once upon a time, Sumail was the hottest mid around and the youngest one, and then Topson, you know, emerging from pub star status. Sumail was once that person. But yeah, he had a haste rune to start that gank off, was able to finish it off, pick up a arcane rune. Although the TP from Notel, it didn't seem like EG were able to take too much advantage from that, but another movement.
Well, he may have overstepped the mark here. He's got one more bottle charge. He's running away, but a snowball's inbound. Here it comes. Simone, no, it doesn't actually quite reach him. Septo, shockwave. He'll finish off the job. Moves over from the bottom lane, and Samael will die. Did take him sort of three heroes hanging around. At the same time, EG's going to make for a play up top. They'll lead in onto Ana with the shackles. Until with a quick purge, removing any sort of curse and such, allowing Ana to stay at a healthy amount of HP, will walk away. But that's a big kill on the mid. Bring up some space for Topson to start catching back up.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that much skin off of Seb's back. He was going around picking up bounty runes, and he was like, all right, you want to kill mid? I can do that. With 1 point in Shockwave, which he's been laying up against this Doom, maxing out in power as to be expected whenever you have a Phantom Assassin on your team. They're going in top.
Jumping onto crit, caught out of position in the river. She will take down the Shaman. Overall, I mean, I feel like this sort of being the one man we haven't really talked about.
We got a Doom on Doom. I mean, okay, rip.
S4. Yeah, we weren't mentioning him, and he makes sure that he certainly gets a bit of screen time now. Diving in under the tower, S4 on his Doom. You can't leave him unnoticed. He's farming like a treat down here. 29 for 5, so is Seb. But Seb is dead, and S4 is not.
Yeah, Doom was spent, and it seems like the Magnus is primarily interested in helping out the farm acceleration, even though he is level 6, doesn't feel interested in scaling out RP, so I don't really blame him for dying. Meanwhile, Fly is going to go down.
Yeah, Topson's starting to get a bit mobile around the map. Moves up towards the top lane. He has got that 6, didn't need to use the Rolling Thunder for that move, but this is the point where the power of the mid-Pango comes in. You hit that 6 at a good timing. You can do so much on this hero with just the skills. It's a lot of damage, a lot of control. You have to be ready for EG for these movements from the Pango. Down bottom, EG, they're going to make movements themselves, leading on to Seb. Samael's there with a follow-up done, and Seb, he's dead once again. As quick as he comes back to the lane, he's going to be sent back to base by EG.
Unfortunately, Samael only has 1 point in Edict right now, so I don't really know if they'll be able to convert this into a push, and it wasn't really timed with a siege creep. Crit is only level 3 on the Shaman, meanwhile mid lane, Fly is keeping the lane warm for Samael, who has picked up an Invis rune, and they may be able to do something if Topson goes a little bit too aggressive on Fly.
He's got the backup of the Oracle behind him, but even so, if they're quick with the plays, EG, they could get that kill. It's Topson. He's heading forward. Gonna go for the swashbuckle, but the curse kicks in. He does have notes out there, but there's of course nothing that a level 3 Oracle can do to save him from the damage output of these two heroes. Another kill for Samael onto Topson.
And all things considered, these int losses against a silencer will start adding up. He's only been around for 2 kills, but the 7.21D nerfs to Pango bumped up the mana cost on his Rolling Thunder, and so whenever you get that 2-second shield crash and ball, you will run out of mana as a Pango. So you know, it's just minimal mana right now, but it'll start adding up.
Tier 1 tower taken 8 minutes in on the bottom lane. EG amping up the pressure that we expected from these heroes, but maybe not so in that fashion. Just S4 having that dominant lane, down bottom, sure, Seb was farming, but the fact that they killed off the Magnus twice, the edge is there for EG on that half of the map. S4's taking over. Once he starts to move around, make moves with the rest of the team, he's going to be a hard force to reckon with. It's big old Doom.
Yeah, and same thing with the Leshrac. Right now, Pango is basically getting doubled in net worth by the Leshrac, so the mid lane has gone exceptionally well for Sumail.
Thompson.
He's rolling in.
Should find Fly here. Couple of bounces with the Rolling Thunder, and that'll be Fly gone. See if they can go for more. Doesn't want to go towards Sumail. Has to be careful. S4's around, and S4 has Doom available. Jump down and a swashbuckle over to the other side of the river. Will get him out of harm's way. Notel on the other hand, though, being controlled by Crit and Sumail. Seb goes for the RP. Drags Sumail underneath the tower with the skewer. That's going to be Sumail dead. Notel, he's still alive at the moment. The Scorched Earth won't kill him off. He pops the Fairy Fire. He's fine. He walks out. Big rotations and reactions from OG, but it will allow them to kill off the Leshrac. Sumail's gone, and they'll lose no one themselves.
And that's absolutely worth an RP at this stage of the game. This is not a kind of Magnus who needs to really create a lot of space. His job is to make sure that his Phantom Assassin constantly has power to take care of these stacked Ancients that On is farming right now underneath Blur. And if there's a situation to kill a core, you can absolutely take advantage of it. So Sumail steps a little bit too far up and gets punished for it.
Bottom lane Crit. Trying to soak up some XP down here. You also see ARTEEZY moving his way over to this half of the map, feeling that it's a little safer of a place to find farm here, down on the bottom lane with the tower already taken. They're actually going to go for a kill onto the touch. There is backup by Jarek's side, but is it actually going to be here in time? There's the swashbuckle from Thompson. Sure, Jarek's is dead, but ARTEEZY's sort of been baited into this. Is there any help that can save him out? He has got one charges. There's no further TBs that are available to come in for him, so ARTEEZY is left all by himself. He's doing his best to duke out the damage being thrown out. Skewer misses. ARTEEZY giving them the walk around. He's got a TB available. He knows there's nothing to cancel it, and ARTEEZY is out. Back to safety, back to base. And a well played indeed. Very much warranted there by Artur.
Yeah, he did not have Sunder available, so he just had to get out purely on his wits. Once the skewer went out, he knew there was nothing that could cancel it, which I'm a little bit surprised that Seb went for it, seeing as how, like, chances of ARTEEZY being able to just walk out of that were slim, but maybe they thought, you know, I'll connect the skewer, and then we'll be able to immediately finish him off, but some fancy footwork gets ARTEEZY out of a near certain death.
Amongst all the chaos, though, Ana has kept himself at that top spot. Going for the treads, double Wraith Band into the Deso. He has that imperative reliance, so doesn't need to go for a Battle Fury. He needs to go for the damage. Has been caught out, though. Crit leads in, wards down, shackles are there. He's controlled. The PA Ana, no escape, gets one crit out. But it won't be enough to do anything in response to EG getting the catch upon him, and that's certainly the kill that EG's hunting for, as I say. The PA's the one at the top. If they can slow him down, they're going to make that game a whole lot easier, EG.
Yeah, now Sumail has maxed out Edict. Unfortunately, Crit did have to spend the Serpent Wards on that, and so the objective-taking capabilities that we were hyping up of EG still have yet to really show themselves, but you know, pick off like a Phantom Assassin, you absolutely go for the Serpent Wards in that situation, and all the experience leeching that Crit has been doing in these side lanes has paid off.
See the setup around mid, Thompson and Ana. The trees. S4 the only one here, and there's going to be the ping out coming from Crit. Did ping out behind that tier 1 area, so aware that this sort of move and response would be there from OG, and he's bang on. They are hovering around the mid lane, and with that in mind, EG, they're going to look for a different angle of approach. They'll lead themselves away. Crit will move over to that more sacrificial position of soaking up the XP in the mid lane, because he knows that's the danger zone at the moment. That's where OG are going to look to make plays. If he can see himself there, pick up a few levels, ARTEEZY can continue to hit the creeps in the jungle. EG's going to be happy with the pace that the game's at.
The only thing that gives me kind of pause is the fact that, so they did spend Serpent Wards, and the other support on the side of EG, the Fly Silencer, has global available, and they have not really tried to do anything with it. So it's possible that they're just hoping to use it for counter initiation as opposed to trying to find kills. But I think the assumption that you'll be able to outcarry OG may be, it's difficult to get a read on how good a Pango can go late game, but a Phantom Assassin with a Magnus,
it's scary,
really fast.
It's scary. There's always going to be that chance that the RNG's there, the crits come into play.
Exactly, but then on the other side,
get deleted.
I mean, they have faith though. Meanwhile, Thompson trying to go on Crit mid.
It's going to be turned around upon Crit. Shackles. Thompson will jump to the side. Global Silence comes out, but it's after the Rolling Thunder cards were successful. So he's already able to start rolling himself away, Thompson, and get himself out of harm's way. They look towards Notel, very low. They should be able to chase him down. I don't think there's much that he can do to escape. He's got a lot of EG chasing him. The call has been made by Notel as he wants to die. ARTEEZY wants to take the last touch on that, get himself that extra bit of gold going on the Terrorblade.
No, Fly gets the end.
Certainly fine. He does. Fly, stealing a little bit of Notel's brains. 8 intelligence at the moment on this silencer. And no surprise there at all. Samael, with the start that he's had, an incredibly fast dual scepter timing.
Yeah, this is going to make setup so easy as they just straight up doom the Magnus.
Walking in past the tower. They're ready to go for this. The crits aren't there though onto S4. Anna did just pick up the Desolator before this fight, so you've got to watch out for this PA's damage output. Turning towards Samael. Samael getting critted down as well, purged out of the All Scepter. It's a double kill for Anna. They have lost Jarex on the side of OG, but a fantastic bit of timing there well, we just talked about the great timing on the Yules, but the fact that Anna has this Deso this early on, 14 minutes in, you've got to be careful going for these dives. Can you really blame EG? Probably not. They didn't really know or expect that he'd have that Desolator complete at that moment, but he did, and it allows him to get those 2 quick kills, move on to the mid-tower push, and indeed, I think that's about sort of the similar fastness that the Yule Scepter was from Samael in comparison to the average. 8 minutes and 12 faster than the average this patch. Anna and Samael, they're both going off. Who's going to come out on top? We'll see at the moment, though, off the back of that fight. Anna, he's jumped massively ahead in farm. 2k clearance above both ARTEEZY and Samael. They're into the pit. OG, it's been scanned out by EG. Can EG put a stop to this?
Well, Shaq wants to do something, but he's shard
It's going so
out.
quickly.
Can't get in.
They've got it. There's nothing that EG can do to get there in time. So now Anna, he's got an Aegis as well. Anna is back in true form here.
And typically in this situation as a Phantom Assassin, you're like, all right, nice, we got a kill. If they didn't take growth, then like, let me farm on my BKB. Once he has an Aegis, they can start continuing to make moves. And against this Terrorblade, like if you're able to establish some vision inside the jungle and track down this Terrorblade, who is almost always going to be away from the rest of his team, then you can just cash out that Aegis for a kill. You don't need to make it a farming Aegis as a Phantom Assassin. Although it looks like Evil Genius just wants to pressure bot lane and create an issue there. They have a lot of vision in the southern jungle.
And the PA with these timings, you look at sort of the heroes that it's up against. It's not an easy life for pretty much any of the heroes on EG. Banner pops the BKB, jumps in with the Deso. You're gonna die. Even the Terrorblade, sure, he's got a nice amount of armor. The armor doesn't matter when you're getting critted for 5,000.
Yeah, the Empower just makes that X factor so much more severe as you see Samael. Another nice purge on the Yules.
He is getting hit down pretty low, but he has that Aegis, of course. He'll be back for round 2. We'll see if EG want to try and continue the fight. Brit's backing away. Shard's going to be thrown out in attempts to try and catch someone. They won't do so, as EG is able to separate themselves from OG.
Now, if they're able to convert this into objectives because Global Silence has been spent, then OG's okay with it.
Sure,
like I said.
but OG has lost the Aegis then.
Right, but it was, like I said, intended to be more of a combat Aegis than like a let's make sure our Phantom Assassin stays safe kind of Aegis. You see them 5-manning constantly right now. Magnus has completed his Blink Dagger, so he's more than willing to initiate, especially now that he knows that he will basically be guaranteed to be able to get the Skewer combination after the RP now that Global's down. But unfortunately, they don't have that much vision on the side. Like I said, they really need to establish a lot of Radiant Vision in the Dire jungle, which they've been kind of effective at dewarding their own jungle, but it looks like EG are returning the favor yet again, and again, clearing out whatever Notil has. He places another Observer Ward in the exact same spot, and now Notil, Fly gets out.
Jarex not quite able to make the reach there with the shards. So even if he did, EG would still have been ready to turn, and in fact they are. S4, he's able to lead in immediately with the Doom. False Promise will be there, but Crit, he's able to hold back any sort of further help from Notel. Shackles and Disable allow them to kill off the Oracle, but Notel's selfless play will mean that the Pango is able to move away. Now OG, they can turn. Anna just turns, cuts down S4 in a matter of a cut of a hit. They've got the punch up onto ARTEEZY. Thompson, he's rolling in. Rolling Thunder won't connect. Anna's going to be there onto ARTEEZY, but there's the Sunder. The turn. ARTEEZY's still alive. Thompson's got to roll himself right out of it. Swashbuckle as well gets him away. But Anna will fall. Fly to take the kill, but ARTEEZY to stay alive.
It's really surprising that Ana went for it. I think the only situation that you think that that's a viable move is if you were able to get the Lucky Shot silence proc. But without that, like, that's why I think, like, Pango was just putting out a feeler. He was like, yo, if I get a silence on this dude, let's go on it. He didn't get anything. He didn't even get the disarm, and Ana was like, nah, I'll get 2 lucky crits. It's all good. At this stage, it's a level 13 Terrorblade. He's definitely going to have Sunder at this stage, and ARTEEZY gets one of the easiest kills of his life.
I think you pretty much sort of had the full wand as well. So
Yeah.
you have to certainly be careful when making those sort of jumps unless you feel very, very lucky.
I mean, maybe
the lucky shot and with the
right. It's possible that maybe like Seb was like, okay, I'll be able to get a blink RP, and maybe it got canceled somehow. That's really the only other justification that I have for that move. But yeah, Seb did not get to RP, so minor setback.
G. To make a move happen. They know the crit's pushing out bottom, seemingly alone.
Oh, interesting. He went for Blink Dagger instead of Aether Lens first on this Shadow Shaman. It's possible that, you know, he just had a lot of gold and he was like, this is a better way.
Oh, Notel's got another crit set, but the ward's being dropped as such.
And crit Blink out fast enough.
Yeah, he still doesn't quite vision. Now he does, but he crit instantly reacts. The blink, the TP, that's smooth.
Very smooth.
He's gone.
That's... Oh, we're gonna argue about percentages again. How much percent does Tier 1 Tower go down? 706 out of 1900.
But that's out of 1900. That's a hard math.
Let's round it up to 2000.
Is
Okay,
2000.
fine.
But a percent. Yeah, that's not happening.
No, I gotta bring out a calculator.
I'm not dividing by 100.
I'm doing tips at a restaurant. I ain't gotta do that.
I'm not paid for that. They gotta pay me extra to do the maths. 20 minutes coming up. 11 to 12. 1K lead for EG. Definitely the close spectacle that we'd hoped for in this early stage of the game. We did see, as I say earlier, Ana start to lead ahead, but that sort of played down bottom where Ana ends up dying. Shows how volatile the game is. ARTEEZY, he's able to match the farm, keep the pace. He's level with Ana's PA.
Yeah, and
he's Terrorblade. This is always going to happen, right? You may one sort of slip up against the Terrorblade, especially an ARTEEZY Terrorblade. He's going to do so much with that time and sort of space you give him after a failed misplay.
True, but a lot of times a one position will be like, it's okay, my 2 will be able to like make use of this space. But Thompson is going utility, which I'm typically a fan of this build. It's just that I fear after the game goes 30 minutes and, you know, EG starts getting armor on their team, then where is the damage really coming from? There's basically no magic damage on the side of OG. And Terrorblade walks out with, he has 27 armor right now, just cruising along. He's looking for a butterfly. He's going to have evasion to mitigate even more of Phantom Assassin's damage as now Pango up in top.
I mean, Thompson trying to cut the way deep behind this tier 2. I mean, I feel like that's sort of a position and a play that you'd expect if you're a sort of a 4 or a 5
right.
or maybe even a 3, but that's your mid laner.
Exactly.
Just dying behind the tower alone.
And again, a hero who has built utility, he managed to complete the Greaves, and Greaves is not a solo item, Greaves is a team fight item. And now they find Ana in the bot lane, basically isolated. Yule's setup.
Yeah, there's the follow-up stun from Samael. Ana, he'll jump to the side. He has got that to try and move away, but he's dead. And now Notel, he's walked into a bit of a danger zone as well. The silence comes out, and Notel's gone. Double kill for Samael. S4's not done. Leads in Infernal Blade down to Jarek. He does have the ability to snowball down to the creeps on the low ground. And that should be enough to get him away. S4 doesn't want to jump in any further. They'll let that one slide, but still EG quick to pounce onto the 2 of them. And interesting decisions as well. We see well, obviously ARTEEZY going for the SNY on the Terrorblade, but that, you know, that's fair enough. We're seeing that, but the fact that Ana, he was queuing up the BKB, but decided to finish off the SNY before getting the BKB. And in a game against heroes like the Leshrac, like the Silencer, sure, you have got the backup of the Oracle, but still, you get caught out by that Yule's into splitter combination, you're probably going to die if the Terrorblade's around.
Yeah, Notel basically needs to stay handcuffed to Ana at this stage, because Fortune's End being able to get rid of these Yule Scepter setups and obviously the False Promise, assuming he's able to outplay the Silence. So in the previous series, we saw an Oracle outplay Silencer by pre-channeling the Fortune's End on himself whenever his team initiates, and then obviously Silencer immediately pops the Global, which cuts off the channel, purges off your Silence on the Oracle, and then you can start False Promising people. It's not as easy because OG have not really been doing that much initiation. Seb has had this Blink Dagger on Magnus for quite a while, and we have not seen a Blink RP.
Maybe things will change here. They're moving up with the smoke, but it is only Crit. Crit, he's already well out of this position, so OG won't find anyone up here for now. Base is made. Crit continuing to pick up a nice bit of farm up and down the lanes as he pushes them out. Having the Ether lens complete on the Shaman as well. This is a lot of catch and long-range disable from the Shaman. With these sort of heroes that you're jumping in with, as I say, especially Anna's PA, who did forego getting the BKB for a little bit. He will obviously have it eventually. Having the SMY first, you have to be worried about that instant save. And as you say, if Notel is not prepared to make the saves, your cores are going to die on OG.
Yeah, especially whenever you have this lack of vision that they have. Like, right now, OG have no wards on the map. And part of that may be a product of good counter warding, but like, that's not a good place to be.
We can see where Anna's build as well, so he's not even queuing out the BKB. He's going for the MKB. So full in trust on Notail to make sure that he is safe to do the dirty work with the Deso and the MKB in the fights. There's not going to be a BKB in this PA for now. Mid lane, they've got the catch. In they go on to Thompson. There's no backup nearby, and again, Thompson stepping pretty far forward and away from his teammates. Will be punished with ease by EG. Anna as well. He does take the tower, but he is alone. He's going to come in. Anna, let's go for the TP. Can Samel find him with the Yules? Does not find him in time. Anna will escape. Gets away with taking the tier 2 tower. He's sort of risky on the edge plays, but these are the plays that we've seen Anna pull off many times before, and he gets away with a lot of them. He knows when to make those moves.
On an individual basis, all these OG players seem to know when to make the moves, but as a team, they just don't seem very connected right now. Like, Hobson's all over the place randomly mid lane.
Silas is going to come out, making sure that there's no help for Seb. Seb is gone. As you say, it's 24 minutes in, and it really is a game where he's not been able to do anything with the blink. Notail will be found as well. Samael getting the vision. Your Scepter up. No TP for you. EG starting to turn up the pressure, turn up the action, getting these kills after kills, moving into objectives. Mid lane, in they go. S4 leading forward. Jarex has got a snowball. Thompson rolling thunders into a wall. He will now be able to get the roll around background. It's quite a good one as well. Crit and S4 very low at the moment. A Doom will be laid down onto Anna, but they've lost 2 heroes on EG. EG will have to be careful. They've still got 2 dead on OG. ARTEEZY's got a little bit of time left with the Metamorphosis. But OG, they will push them back. Not before the tier 3 tower goes, though. So EG, even though they lose 2, they open up those shrines for taking, and they keep that lead.
Yeah, I guess maybe EG weren't 100% sure what the buyback situation was. If Magnus could buy back, then that would have been catastrophic for them. So they pushed the limit just barely enough, able to claim that tier 3. But signs of life coming from OG if they're able to defend like that. And finally, Pango Thompson is able to hang out and do something with his team, get a Rolling Thunder in a team fight situation. And that's, I think that's what OG need to stick to. They just need to stick to 5-manning, because they keep trying to rotate, look for picks, but if you don't have any vision, you're just running around headless. You're better off forcing the team to come to you, which is hard whenever EG are as good at pushing as they are with the Shadow Shaman Serpent Wards, Leshrax's Edict, and Terrorblade Metamorphosis. It's hard to dictate where the enemy team will be forced to go, as you see, like right now, ARTEEZY just casually push to the high ground, and no one from OG are defending that, but Anna's going to take down Fly.
We'll find Fly pushing out lane alone.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
You know, the fact that ARTEEZY with this incredibly quick butterfly timing, as we saw just being shown on the screen. Also worth noting, it's looking to be another flawless game so far from ARTEEZY. He has not died at all on the Terrorblade. OG going for the Roche. They got away with this last time. Once again, EG will scan it.
Out.
But in terms of getting there quick enough,
they're giving it up.
It's not going to be possible. Yeah, OG find the Roshan with no contest.
I mean, basically the entire time this Terrorblade illusion was killing bot tier 3.
And he gets it.
And it gets it with a siege creep. So at that point, you're like, no one has defended this yet. And then you're like, Roche is probably going to go down. There's no point trying to challenge it at this point. So.
And let's be honest, last time OG with the Aegis, they didn't get a whole lot done.
Right.
We'll see if having a cheese on top of it makes any difference.
Yeah, they'll hand that to Thompson. He'll be able to stick around longer with that Greaves aura. But I mean, time is ticking.
And even though EG, they are ahead, they're broken the tier 3s, they do have the net worth lead, you could definitely see Anna is getting away with this build. He has the MKB, he's now got 1300, he will now queue up the BKB. So if he gets this BKB after having, you know, the Deso and the MKB, these 2 damage items, it's going to be scary, because he absolutely is at a point where he will delete these heroes. You can see builds from the cores of EG responding to this. Samael going for the Shiva's Guard, making sure he has that extra armor and protection.
destruction.
See how's he doing on that Shiva's Guard Bunny at the moment on the Shrek? I saw he had it queued up.
Yeah, he's working his way. So he's about to have the Mystic Staff.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Yeah.
He's pretty close to having it.
But that's the thing, like Ana is getting away with this build.
He is.
But like I said, the armor is going to start adding up, and then who are you going to delete? Like the Shaman has an Aether Lens and a Blink. You're going to really catch that guy? And Doom just inherently such a tanky hero. Actually, surprisingly, did not go for the evasion on the Doom. He went for the Devour bonus gold. But, you know, he built a plate mail, so he has his own armor going on right now. The lack of damage coming out from the rest of OG, like, yes, Ana can get away with the build, but can the rest of OG get away with Ana's build? Now bot lane, you see a bump into the ARTEEZY.
So they can go for this. ARTEEZY doesn't have anyone nearby. He does have a global sun, so that'll allow ARTEEZY to get off the Sunder, but there's the damage. There's the 1100 damage crit from Ana. Will be there. ARTEEZY taken down for the first time this game, and it certainly shows in the gold. A nice bonus for Thompson picked up for that.
And EG's gonna have to defend this tier 3, because they will keep going. They still have Aegis on Ana, they still have Cheese on Thompson. And I don't think EG win this race.
I mean, it's hard, yeah, because EG, they don't have global silence. And if the Terrorblade wants to join in, ARTEEZY's gonna have to expend a buyback. Just Samel doing his best to disable the split push.
Cashed out meta, so.
How do EG slow this down? Are they able to stop this push at all? That's the question. Tier 3's gone. OG know they can stick around to take
They're
Rats.
racing it. Shaman dropped the wards mid. Leshrak's pushing top.
They're trying their best for the split trades. We'll see how much they can get from it, EG, as OG will take the bottom racks. EG, how much can they get in return? Crit's been able to pull down the melee racks to about half health, but now he's jumped upon. They'll take away Crit. They'll be able to take away the wards as well. Back down bottom. Chases on as S4 looks towards No-Tail. No-Tail will be focused by S4 and Fly. Thompson tries for the swashbuckle, won't find the connection onto Fly. So S4, Samael and Fly will continue to surround No-Tail. Rolling Thunder comes in from Thompson. It is keeping No-Tail safe. Thompson rolls in very deep though, will be doomed by S4. S4 pops the drums, starts
Oracle has his false promise.
He can keep this Thompson Pango pretty safe, but now they'll turn. Ana and Seb, they've moved up the mid, the jumps are on, and Jarex is there on the backlines on top of Fly as well. EG have lost 3. OG keep the racks alive, get the lanes pushed back out, get the kills, and take that bottom melee racks. The game in net worth back to pretty much even, 18-18 at 30 minutes in. And OG, their racks up.
The moment these carry players stray from the flock and they're off on their own, things start spiraling out of control. Ana died bot a while ago, and EG were able to get a whole lot of damage done to objectives. Here, ARTEEZY gets caught out, and as a result, Rax goes down. And
now mid lane.
The mid lane.
They're losing more.
It's spiraling out.
EG, they're going to have the full roster back up in 10, but it's not going to be before these racks are gone. OG pushing on. Ana getting away, as we say, with this high damage build, not going for the BKB and being able to get the Deso. The MKB, he hurts, and not only against heroes, against structures as well. It's another tier 3 tower taken. They're going to look to fight EG. Jump in, Global Sun, immediately focusing down the PA. Ana's gone. That's going to be No-Tail out of the game as well. No-Tail's going to buy back TP over the shrine. Can he get it to help them though? Ana taking a heavy amount of damage with the Glaives, will jump down to the low ground. Thompson, he's still on all the front lines, tries for a swashbuckle onto Samael, but he totally misses the shot. Samael and Fly turn towards him. ARTEEZY, he's cleaned up Ana. They're still looking to finish off this Pango. Thompson, he might be able to get Samael. No, the swashbuckle again, the angle's slightly off. Meanwhile, ARTEEZY, he's just killing fools on the backline. Thompson finally should fall as S4 jumps in. EG, this time they'll take the fight. They'll get the kills. And ARTEEZY, he'll get a big ass paycheck. He got a lot of money from that one. Give him another.
Give him a bonus. This is his Christmas bonus right there.
There we have it. ARTEEZY, you don't mess with the Artor Terrorblade. You kill him once, he'll make sure that he kills you again and again and again and again and again.
Thompson was trying to fall on the sword there. He was like, it's okay, guys. I will take it. ARTEEZY did not take the bait. He very, very deftly sidestepped some Rolling Thunders and was like, I don't need to deal with you. I'll let Leshrak deal with you. I'm going to kill the rest of your team. Proceeded to mow down the Magnus and the Phantom Assassin. Tuskets end up getting caught out by a Yule's initiation. And EG are just going to return the favor now.
It's EG's turn to put OG in the hot seat. Down the mid lane, they go. Serpent Ward's down. The Edict's out. They'll take the mid melee racks.
Yeah, TB did not have meta anymore, so he was just going to chill out and farm, but they take a full set of racks, which they're still objectively down. They're down 2 raxes, whereas OG have only lost this 1 rax. But it's only 30 minutes into the game, even though it feels much later. These carries still have a lot of room to grow of Leshrak and Terrorblade, and hell, even like Doom, these 4 positions.
Crazy game. A game where, say a minute ago, it's like, okay, OG, they're taking 2 racks. It's all golden for them, but suddenly, EG strike back. ARTEEZY gets back on track himself.
And he's looking for a satanic now.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll make him, good luck trying to kill him again. Sure, you may be able to end the game around him, but killing the Terrorblade won't be too easy.
No, it's really only Ana who can do it. Who has completed a BKB now.
Yeah.
It is a 10-second BKB, so he has a solution for this Leshrac.
Could be the game-ending BKB as well if they find the fight with it.
But yet again, No-Tail's really going to have his work cut out for himself.
Hobson, he's going to walk in. He's going to be immediately doomed upon the global silence out as well. They're onto the Pango. Toxin's out of the fight. Ana pops the BKB. He's going to try and commit onto ARTEEZY on the side. Crit holding back Seth. Snowball will be there from Jared. The Thunder that brings us for low. Sumail finds the Oracle on the backlines. Thompson has fought back. ARTEEZY, he's still alive. Can they get him back to safety? He's backing away. The disables are there. Crit turns. They've got the lockdown onto Ana after the BKB ends. The PA is dead and gone. They're looking for more. Sumail's trying for Jarex. Jarex will get himself away under the cover of the invis, and Seb TP's out. Sumail's still hunting. Find anyone's a little off mana, and Jarex will be able to get himself out of there. But that's 2 buybacks being used by OG, both Thompson and Ana buying back. They were not able to get themselves in a situation where they could keep the fight going in EG's base. ARTEEZY staying alive on very, very low health.
And with no Metamorphosis spent. So he's ready to start taking some objectives if the opportunity shows itself.
This is a scary time for OG.
Roche has potential to respawn in 20 seconds. We'll see if EG are going to wait out for that. But, I mean, now that you have 2 buybacks off on the table, OG have to play so carefully now.
You do. You got to watch out. ARTEEZY and the gang ready to go.
Roche, let's see.
Should be still a bit of time left on that.
Well, potential respawn. Okay, so it's a late Roche.
2.5 minutes. Still, though, crucial to remember that 2.5 minutes. That's still going to be what when there's at least a couple of minutes left on the buybacks of OG.
Exactly.
If you get that Roche as EG and you're able to push him with Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard, yep. I mean, you probably want you give the Refresher Shard to the TB or the Shaman. It's a hard bet.
Yeah, that
Double
is
wards is nice, but also having the fact of that extra duration of the medical.
Since I think it'll be a game-ending Refresher Shard, I think they would just give it to the Shadow Shaman. And Shard's S4 is getting chased down.
They found him. Tops is in with the Rolling Thunder. S4 surely will go down here. Ana jumps in. The Doom is dead. Has buyback. But these kills as well around this time, around this upcoming 2 minutes where Roshan could be.
EG has no idea what Roche status is.
This Roshan, it's the hot one. The last 2 didn't seem to do anything crazy. Well, I guess no, the second one did allow them to clean up those 2 racks, which was pretty big. They get a third one. Who knows what's going to happen?
They see Ana prowling around on the map, so they're pretty positive that there's no Roche being taken right now. But the second he goes out of vision, then like, he's lured and trying to kill one of you. But Ana's going to take down this top shrine, start planning to take care of this Roche. Although OG's top shrine has also been taken, so both teams just on a precipice right now. Slight 7k net worth advantage for EG, but that's near irrelevant at this stage. It's all about who gets the initiation.
Which team's able to delete a member of the others before the fight fully begins. ARTEEZY scouting things out, sending the illusion forward, getting the info required. I mean, they know that OG's hovering around that pit. That's the point of the map that everybody's interested in.
See Ana having to defend this bot lane. Does not have Blur available, so he's just going to have to show himself. And now EG is starting to take over the southern jungle.
So that shrine down bottom that EG are yet to take away. Basher, kind of picked up here by Ana, so that extra sort of chance of catching out the Terrorblade. Catching out ARTEEZY has to be prepared to sunder maybe a little earlier than he would do before, because one bash comes in, he could be gone.
Thompson causing some pressure in the top lane. That is the last racks remaining for EG, so they need to be very, very careful about not letting that get out of control. There's 2 siege creeps up there also, and so like right now, which Roche is about to respawn, if OG were aware and been able to force a fight, those siege creeps may have just been able to quietly get themselves a Roche, but Sumail's going to defend it. And immediately backs off. He doesn't even stick around to finish it off because this Roche is so delicate. There's no initiation from the Tusk.
Jarex, he's going in straight away. Ana also coming in for this as well. Has to be careful. The global silence, the Hex is out to Ana. The Shackles as well. There's no save from Ana's dead without buyback. Gone for 110 seconds. The quick plays from the supports of EG. Crit and Fly, the global the disable, the P8 is gone. A huge window now for EG to operate with, and they've also found Thompson. They've also found Notel. ARTEEZY able to chase him down. This is 3 heroes dead on OG, none of them with buyback. Roshan has respawned. And in the mid lane as well, Seb tries to desperately force the wave away, but they're all dead. ARTEEZY, he knows they're not coming back in for this. He's ready to shut down the game. He's ready to move on to another. You only killed him the once this game. As I said, you're not killing him again, and they certainly didn't. 14-1-4. ARTEEZY hitting the tier 4s. They might as well call it now. It's game over. It's nothing that Jarrett's can do to hold back a full lineup of VG. There it is. GG is called as Evil Geniuses take game 1 of this best of 3 against OG.
Ana made some very, very peculiar initiations, and I again, like, I don't know if that was his responsibility or lack of communication, but there were not very many Blink RPs this game, and I
Against heroes, against structures as well. It's another tier 3 tower taken. They're going to look to fight each. Jump in, global side, immediately focusing down the PA. Ana's gone. That's going to be Notel out of the game as well. Notel's going to buy that TP on the side. Can he get it to Holton though? Ana taking a heavy amount of damage with the Glaives. Will jump down to the low ground. Thompson, he's still on all 4 lines. Tries for a swashbuckle onto Samael, but he totally misses the shot. Samael a fly turn towards him. ARTEEZY, he's cleaned up Ana. They're still looking to finish off this Pango. Thompson, he might be able to get Samael. No, the swashbuckle again. The angle slightly off. Meanwhile, ARTEEZY, he's just killing falls on the back line. Thompson finally shook forwards. X4 jumps in. EG, this time they'll take the fight. They'll get the kill. And ARTEEZY, he'll get a big else paycheck. He got a lot of money for that one. Give him another.
give him a bonus. This is Christmas bonus.